When you see the black flags coming from the direction of Korasan, Afghanistan is part of Korasan. Khorasan is that territory which extends from northwest Pakistan, the Pathan belt, northeast Iran, the whole of Afghanistan, and the territory north of Afghanistan. But clearly Afghanistan is in the heart of Khorasan. This territory has one thing distinctive about it, that Europe could never colonize the heart of Khorasan. The British tried when Britain was the ruling state in the world, and the British failed. And then the Russians tried when they had the superpower, the Soviet Union. And after 12 years, the Russians failed. And guess who is trying now? On that day, when Islam liberates Afghanistan, I believe it is that army which will be unstoppable until it reaches Jerusalem. That army is the authentic Islamic resistance to oppression in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is the heart of Korasan. It is only when Dajjal is killed and Gog and Magog are destroyed, after the Malhama takes place, electronic warfare is not possible. No. Your cell phones ain't gonna work anymore. No, you probably won't have electricity after that. No. So it's going to be conventional warfare as before with horses. It is at that time the Prophet said alayhi salatu wasalam, that the army will now be unstoppable from Korasan, marching in a straight line, liberating every territory in a straight line until it reaches Alia, the Roman name for Jerusalem. I don't think there are going to be any men in that army. Now don't be annoyed with me. I don't think there are going to be any mujahideen in that army without beards. No. I think every single one of them in that army will have a beard. And I'm not talking about the Saudi apology for a beard. No, I'm talking about a beard which is a sunnah, that beard. I don't think anybody in that army is going to be wearing black suits and bow ties. No, that army is going to be comprised of people wearing ethnic clothing. Ethnic clothing. I don't think they'll be eating with knife and fork. No, that army will come from Korasan, will be eating the Sunnah way. Allah gave us knife and fork here. He said, go and join that army. These are two ahadiths combined here. Go and join that army, even if you have to crawl over ice. These are his words. Go and join that army, even if you have to crawl over ice. Because no one will be able to stop that army until it reaches Jerusalem. And so go back home today with joy in your hearts, even while there are tears in your eyes for the immense suffering through which we're going. Go back home with joy in your heart that there is a tomorrow which is coming, in which a Muslim army will liberate the Holy Land. The first time that they violated the covenant with fasad, وَقَضَيْنَا إِلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ فِي الْكِتَابِ لَتُفْسِدُنَّ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَّتَيْنِ وَتَعْلُنَّ عُلُوًّا كَبِيرًا. The first time they committed fasad, he expelled them and then banned them from returning. For 100 years they were in Babylon. And then he allowed them to return. And then the second period of fasad. And then he punished them again and he expelled them. And having expelled them this time, he left the door open for them. Despite all your wickedness, it is still possible. Asa Rabbukum an yarhamakum. It is still possible for you to be forgiven and have mercy. There's only one door. This is the door, a man named Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you shut that door, then tilka ummatun qad khalat. You finish. Divine punishment will now begin. And if you are taken for a ride and brought back to the Holy Land by Gog and Magog, and you return with your fasad, then guess what I'll do with you? وَإِنْ عُدْتُمْ عُدْنَا. If you return with your fasad, your wickedness, your oppression, I will return with my punishment. The first time was an army that punished them. The second time was an army that punished them. The third time it will be an army. وَإِنْ عُدْتُمْ عُدْنَا وَإِنْ عُدْتُمْ عُدْنَا. If you return with your fasad, we will return with our punishment. They return with their fasad. It's happening now before your eyes. And so Allah returns with His punishment. وَإِنْ عُدْتُمْ عُدْنَا. And so now the Muslim army destroys the state of Israel. It is at this time that the Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, the hadith in Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, لَتُقَاتِلُنَّ الْيَهُودِ لَتُقَاتِلُنَّ الْيَهُودِ. You will most certainly fight the Jews. That's clear. Look at what they're doing today. وَلَتَقْتُلُنَّهُمْ وَلَتَقْتُلُنَّهُمْ. And you will kill them. You will be victorious. These are his words. حَتَّى يَقُولُ الْحَجَرُ. حَتَّى يَقُولُ الْحَجَرُ. At that time even the stones will speak. يَا مُسْلِمْ هَذَا يَهُودِيٌّ وَرَائِي فَتَعَالَ فَاقْتُلْ. يا مسلم هذا يهودي ورائي. There's a Jew hiding behind me. فتعال فاقتل. So come and kill him. Not all Jews. No, that's lazy scholarship. We don't want lazy scholars. No, not all Jews. Not the Jews who are standing with us and resisting oppression. Not all. Those who are fighting us in the Holy Land, those who are waging war, those who are engaged in a mountain of wickedness and oppression and godlessness unprecedented in history. Go and kill them. So the Holy Land would be liberated. And then the Islamic state, the holy state of Israel, of David and Solomon, will now be restored in the Holy Land. And that holy Israel will become the ruling state in the world. And the Son of Mary will now rule the world from Jerusalem with a rule which will be eternal. And the religion of Abraham, the true religion of Abraham, would rule the world from the Holy Land. What Prophet Muhammad brought, Allah's blessings be upon him, is the religion of Abraham. This ends the subject of Imam al-Mahdi and the return of the Khilafah.